What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. To my right, as always, you know him from Netflix on the series Tires and his amazing stand-up special Move Closer. It's Chantry.
And over here to my left is Mr. Thomas O'Brien, Emmy award-winning producer, writer, and my pal. Grab a float, put on your earphones, and drift away. Grab a Mai Tai.
Because it's great to be in the tropics with your boys.
Stop smearing peanut butter on the dog. Stop. Do not laugh at me. I will lock you in the powder room. Put down the knife. Put down the knife.
Hey, Chip.
Yep.
Can we just do the cold open you wrote?
Oh, sorry. My nephew is staying over. Put it. Yeah, you want me to do the weird thing that I do at the beginning?
Yeah. Let's just get started. It's about time.
Okay, get started. All right, here we go. So I pull up my pants real quickly because I'm shocked that somebody opened up the dressing room door. I'm just trying on some slacks. And I was just so dumbfounded because A, I'm surprised that somebody threw open the door. And B, I'm just shocked that Lena Dunham even works at Ross Dress for Less.
Whoa. Hey, Chip. We're already rolling, buddy.
Oh, hey. Hey, everybody.
What up, everybody? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. And today's episode's a real heat-seeking missile. We're talking about Tulum smells like a bathroom.
And not in a good way.
Yeah.
I love how sometimes bathrooms, it's like, it smells like a really nice bathroom in here.
They do have some nice bathroom smells.
There are some nice smells. This is not one of the good ones.
But famously, bathrooms are known for smelling the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You may have to sprint to lock down your next poolside chair.
Yeah, stretch the night before.
And a Caribbean Karen cooks up some drama with the locals, Chip. This episode's going to be amazing.
All I got to say to that one, Thomas, is get off my property and get on with the show.
The Trouble in Paradise hotline is open. You can call us at 310-845-6038 and leave us a detailed description of your vacation disasters. With that being said, it's time for an old-fashioned slather, Chip. It's been a minute since we've slathered together, buddy.
It's been a while. I think we've both done a fair share of slathering separately over the past couple of weeks because
we've been slather swingers.
Yes, we've been, I've been poly slathering, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
I was on vacay, you were on vacay, and
we really vacationed it up, buddy.
Yeah, we did. It feels good. It feels good to slather.
It feels really good. And it feels good to be here on the Sunburnt podcast, where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. If you think those two things should go together, stay tuned. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. With whom am I speaking?
This is Thomas O'Brien.
Thomas, I'm going to need the name of your supervisor immediately.
Why? Is something wrong, Mr. Chantry?
Oh, no. I'm just writing an article entitled Titans of Hotel Management, and I'd like to interview he or she.
What are you writing the article for?
For the love of the game.
Chip!
Thomas, let's get down to business. The business of pleasure.
The business of pleasure. Episode 75 of the Sunburnt podcast. And Chip, we're sitting pretty. We've crossed the triple-digit threshold.
In a way we have.
98 days until Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise. And we're going to talk more about this later. But if you want to come hang out with us in Hawaii over Thanksgiving week.
See some comedy.
And see Chip Chantry's smoking new hour of comedy in a beautiful club in Waikiki. You got to hang around till the end of the episode or skip to it. Like, you'll get the details there. We're super fired up about it. But right now, Chip, it's time to talk about the weeks we've had. We've been off for 2 weeks. Both went on trips. Tell me what you did, buddy.
So I went to the very luxurious and tropical Ocean City, New Jersey.
Ooh, that sounds luxurious. Never been, but it sounds like a diamond on the Atlantic.
It is approximately a 60-minute drive from my front door in Philadelphia.
I like it.
And I got to see the family, got to see some friends down there, got some beach time. I love, here's the thing. Love being on the beach.
Yeah.
Why would I be doing this podcast if not?
I know.
Kim and I are big sunrise, sunset, just like Tevye.
Yeah.
Sunrise, sunset people. We spent a good deal of time during sunrise and sunset on the beach this time. Just like nice walks on the beach with fam or just the two of us. The best. Nobody's around.
It's beautiful. How early are we having to wake up to get these sunrises?
Getting up about 5:30 some days. Not every day. You did a handful. Yeah, so about 5:30. But, we're kind of up and raring to go. It's not like we're doing much the rest of the day. I mean, there could be a nap in the middle of the afternoon then, a little siesta.
I'm still not used to the Atlantic. When the sun rises, when the water pops up, the sun pops up over the water.
Right? It's a little crazy. And then the sunset, you got to watch it over the bay, which is a whole other world. Although we were out on the beach for it, and you got to see that. I actually got a really cool photo. You may have seen it. I posted it online. I'm on the beach, so I'm on the east side of the island. I'm on the beach, but it's shooting west over the houses, the sunset, and it's just like crazy orange sky. And you see the dunes in the front, and there is a little fox running because sometimes fox live in the dunes on the beach.
Oh, that's fun, dude. A little sunset fox.
A little artistic. I think it was a little artistic. So yeah, that was it was just a great time at the beach. Got a little sun. Did some bike riding. Did a lot of walking on the beach.
Wow.
And actually did some. You know what? Kim is not always a big sit on the beach person.
Yeah.
Just chill. But we actually did a decent amount of that, which was a lot of fun.
I mean, sit, pass out.
6-pack of one, half a dozen of the other.
Exactly, buddy.
How about you though? I mean, I went to the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Tell us about your little journey.
Well, we hopped on a little aeroplane and headed out to Hawaii, Chip.
Yeah, you did.
It was
doing
great.
A dry run for Thanksgiving in Paradise.
Yeah, went out there, shook some hands, kissed some babies. It's going to be bigger and better than last year, Thanksgiving Paradise. And we got some boots on the ground to kind of start pushing that forward. But yeah, man, just a very relaxing trip until the hurricane came.
Yeah, it wasn't really a dry. It was a very wet run.
For us, it was good.
But you had to cut your vacation a little short.
Yeah, we cut the vacation a little short, and I think this goes back to a fundamental principle I'm trying to live my life by. Mm-hmm. If a hurricane's coming, just go somewhere else.
When the hurricane zigs, you book your ticket home.
Yeah, so we left a little early, but no drama, no danger. We just really got out of there. Like it was supposed to hit on Friday night. Mm-hmm. We got a ticket out Friday morning.
Beautiful. What were people hightailing it out of there? Do you think the airport was busier than usual?
I didn't get that vibe. Like the flight was completely full, which I think might be unusual, but maybe that's just a Friday morning. I've never left a vacation on Friday. It's such a weird time to leave vacation.
Right.
Because everybody likes to juice that last ounce of weekend,
Right.
Like Sunday, that's when you leave a vacation.
Of course.
Friday to get home, to have a weekend at home, that's a little more bizarre.
It's kind of nice. I'm sad that you had to cut it short, but then there is that silver lining of just like, all right, I'm home now. I can do laundry, I can unpack, I can decompress for a little bit, and like a little home time, a little staycay.
Well, it was very bizarre. It was like wildly relaxing to have 2 days at home. Mm-hmm. That you just weren't expecting to have, period. You weren't expected to be there. You have nothing to do. That's truly free time. You don't feel the pressure to, live up to a vacation standard. It's like
you did have to coexist with that Swedish family that you Airbnb'd it out to, though.
But they were willing to share their meatballs and our bed.
As long as you didn't get Stockholm syndrome. See, that's a joke because Stockholm is the capital of Sweden.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you this. Full flight home.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question that may seem silly and you may get angry at me.
Okay.
I have yet to fly where the life of a toddler is in my hands.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you sit down and watch any in-flight entertainment? Did you have the opportunity to do that?
I didn't get to, but there's no rules, dude. When you're on a flight, I literally bought a special pair of headphones for toddlers.
Okay.
It's Bluetooth and it can't go above a certain decibel level. So she can't crank it. And if I need to monitor what she's watching, I can plug another pair of headphones into her headphones and listen to it to make sure nothing weird's going on. So
she's not listening to the Russians or whatever. She's not a. I mean, no offense to your daughter. I've only met her twice, I guess now.
Yeah.
There is a chance that there's small chance she's a Russian spy. Very small chance.
Yeah, there's a small chance, and she's very susceptible to the manosphere. I don't know if it's his bald head or what, but she keeps clicking on Andrew Tate stuff, and I just got to make sure we keep that.
Maybe she thinks he's Caillou all grown up.
Maybe.
Is Caillou even a thing? That's probably not it. I feel like that's a new reference. That's how out of touch with small children I am. I just made a Caillou reference. I'm like, because that's what kids watch. They're probably 20 years old now, the kids that watched Caillou.
Well, I assumed you were talking about Caillou Reeves, the actor from The Matrix.
Oh, yes. Caillou Reeves. Yeah, he was in Speed. Yes. No, that's who I was thinking of. By the way, speaking, you don't see too many Keanus around, right?
You really don't.
Have you ever had the opportunity to go to a Waffle House establishment?
No, I haven't. Obviously, culturally, I know they're where people fight for some reason.
Yes. That's usually late at night because they're generally, they at least used to be open 24 hours. I think they still are. But, you come in after the bar at 3 a.m, you try to eat a bunch of eggs and waffles, and then you fight. Usually during the day, it's a little more family friendly. But Kim and I, the first time we ever went to a Waffle House was in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I was doing shows there. There used to be a club in Lancaster that I would do, and we would go to the Waffle House. And we're big diner people. It's basically a diner.
Yeah.
And there was just this high school kid, and I'll say this is about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
There was this high school kid who was one of the, our waiter, basically, and just, nice enough, but an aloof 17-year-old boy that's a little weird,
Yeah.
But wearing the Waffle House outfit. But his name tag was Keanu.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that's the second Keanu that I've ever, come across.
And I believe there was a Key and Peele movie called Keanu, where the titular character was a cat named Keanu.
I love it.
Not rich in Keanus, but the ones we have are real diamonds.
They're very rare, but very beautiful. And I think that's great. I'm sorry. So I've digressed.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Keanu Reeves, your daughter is a Russian spy. You're listening into her headphones.
So we turn on the content, dude. I've got the 4 or 5 movies that she's aware of that don't have any scary parts I don't have to fast forward through. And she just kind of, shoved her nose in that iPad and was the best kid in the world.
That's great.
But me personally, no, I have to raw dog these flights, dude. I don't get to look at a phone. It's just constantly taking care of her, making sure she is comfortable, safe, and sound, but also not disturbing the people around her. And that is a lot because she is up and at 'em right now, dude.
What if since I'm not with children, what if I did that my next flight, but it wasn't with my 2-year-old daughter? It was just the gentleman next to me.
Yeah.
That I just tended to him constantly. I listened into his headphones.
Yeah.
I gave him little snacky snacks. I made him, I rubbed his belly when he wasn't feeling good. Whatever those things are. Ask him if he has to go to the potty a bunch. You know what I mean? I think I could handle that responsibility of just a random middle-aged businessman.
Yeah, give him a nice dye change. I mean, I think that would be courteous. I think that would be nice.
I think we can make that happen.
And the one thing you don't think about now, but I'm aware of, if you're watching this man, you need to make sure he's chewing on something or sucking on something during takeoff and during landing, so the pressure in his ears doesn't build up too much.
I think that's a great idea.
I think we should take care of each other in the air, Chip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
ready. I'm there for you. I love to fly, and it shows.
Yeah, next time you fly, check in on the person next to you. See if they need a snack. See if they need a dye change.
Yep.
See if make sure they're working those ears so they don't get any pressure buildup. We got to look out for each other. We're all traveling. We're all travelers on this planet, dude. We got to take care of each other. I appreciate that idea. But, dude, Hawaii, even though there was a hurricane approaching, 2 days the water was a little too rough to go out.
Okay.
But, dude, you can't beat the sunsets. You can't beat the food. You can't beat the atmosphere. You can't beat all these people out there hanging out. And I did get to spend a little more time at the kids' pool in the Moana than I'm used to because we couldn't take her out into the water.
Sure.
But, dude, it was an amazing time. We got some floats in.
Love it.
Got some sunsets in. And, dude, we went back to the Monkey Pod Kitchen, too.
Did you get those tacos?
We got those tacos. Unbelievable. We also explored further into the menu. Got the cornbread and the corn chowder. Oh. We got that Kahlua pork pizza with the pineapple on it.
Yeah.
We did all the hits, and then we tried a couple of extra things. And we did hit the Mai Tai trifecta over 4 days.
So that would be the Moana,
the
Dukes, and the Monkey Pod.
Pod.
All right, I need a quick recap. Any changes in the formula? Any changes in your rankings?
Dude, I don't know if you got in my head or not, but I think I'm now gravitating towards your side of things.
Really? Explain.
I've always been a Dukes Mai Tai is like the number one.
Yep.
And I think I might be a Moana guy now. The Moana Beach Bar.
I don't have the most sophisticated palate in the world. Mm-hmm. And the only strike I had against Dukes, all three of them great.
Yeah.
Was that it was the last night, I think. We were leaving the next day. So it's a little bittersweet. And then it was busy. It was late at night. So the three of us, we were just sitting up in that, like, we weren't on the beach or anything.
Yeah.
I think the Moana thing, I think a big part of it is just being under that banyan tree. The atmosphere. The ambiance is a big part of it.
Well, I think it's also just a little sweeter. Mm-hmm. I think it's the sweetest of the three.
Daddy likes his sweet treats. Yeah.
I do like my sweet treats. I think it's also scarcity because I can get the Dukes Mai Tai.
Yeah.
I can picture 3 different places in Southern California. I can get the Dukes Mai Tai.
Right.
Every time I go to San Diego, there's 2. There's literally a Dukes, and there's this place called Jake's, all the same. And then there's a Dukes up in Malibu that I could drive to too.
So yeah, you can get it when you need
it. I've probably had 3 or 4 of them since the last time I was in Hawaii.
Right.
But I can't get the Moana or the Monkey Pod anywhere near here. The Monkey Pod is my wife's favorite. It's still third on my list though. It's a little bitter. It's not quite as sweet. Is that the one that's
kind of a little frothy? Like they try to dress.
They
up
got
a
the
little
Lilikoi foam on top.
That's what it is. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fun. It's a fun twist.
Where the other ones kind of do a float of alcohol on top and have the juice on the bottom. Mm-hmm. So if you drink from a straw, you're getting sweet first, and then it gets a little boozier as you go.
Yeah.
The Monkey Pod kind of turns that on its head by putting the sweetness on top, and the sweetness is what has to fall down.
That's fun.
So I think it depends on like, are you a sweet daddy? Are you what? But I fell right in the middle. The Moana, it rides both rails, baby.
Yeah.
It's a little sweeter than the Monkey Pod.
Right.
It's a little tartar than the Dukes.
It
really balances out. Like and it's at the beach bar. It's really tough to beat that, dude. You got some music going.
Yes.
We did the landing ritual. First thing, burger.
Got the burger.
Mai Tais.
I love it.
I friggin' loved it, dude. It was really amazing. It was nice to just get out there for a week without much to do. And then I got to have some cool meetings with people about potential Thanksgiving in Paradise collaborations, dude. Really excited to see what comes of those.
Little bleisure trip for you.
Oh, it might have been a little bleisure. It was mostly not bleisure though. We got out there and we hit this. Oh, I tried some amazing new restaurants, buddy.
Yeah.
So there's this underground Asian market. It's kind of like and when I say underground, it's literally in a basement. I think it's called Sticks or Six or something like that. And there's just all these. It's a food hall that has all these different Asian eateries, and it's like. There's so many of them, dude. Like, there's a map that has, like, from what parts of Asia this food's from. And there's a bunch of things. We ended up at, I believe, a Taiwanese restaurant called the Honolulu Noodle Company.
Yeah.
And it was lights out, brother.
Okay. I'm saying right now, we are definitely going there when we go back 100%. Because that's like, we go to, I think you know this, like I talk about this. We go to the Southeast Asian market literally every weekend in Philadelphia. So I would 100% go to. Where is it?
Blocks north.
Great.
Oh, dude, we also found this Cuban breakfast spot. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Tres Leches, French toast.
Oh my God! I mean, Tres Leches cake is decadent as it is.
And dude, I got this like brisket breakfast sandwich with like eggs and cheese and brisket. Dude, it was so good. And the fruit was unbelievable. This place is out of control, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, we also did the Honolulu trolley. So there's this trolley system. You buy a pass for the day and you can take these, like, there's 4 different routes.
Sort of like a jump on, jump off kind of situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we did one that took us right around Diamond Head.
Oh.
It takes you inside. If you want to do the hike, it'll drop you off right at the entrance
Oh, that's great.
inside.
Just being inside Diamond Head is kind of wild, even if you don't do the hike. Just being surrounded by those walls.
It's nuts. You don't expect it. You just go through that tunnel, and then all of a sudden, like, you're in the middle of this crater.
Mm-hmm. I told you I think we talked about this a few weeks ago. I met a guy whose grandfather was the Diamond Head Lighthouse, lighthouse master for, I think, decades. We talked about that, right?
This is my favorite part about the podcast,
Yeah.
about doing this specific podcast, is like people just tell you these things that would never come up.
Right.
If
exactly.
we weren't doing this. But yeah, you told me, like, we're obsessed with that lighthouse. I've
Yes,
been telling you about it for years because I know you're a lighthouse fan.
I'm a lighthouse guy.
It's just this beautiful lighthouse. And also on the trolley, they told us a lot of information that I didn't know. And Diamond Head itself, for like the native Hawaiians, was a lighthouse. They would like run up to the top of it and like light fires.
Like torches.
Yeah, so that the sailors could say, oh, this is where we're supposed to be landing.
Like a little DIY lighthouse. I love it.
It was awesome. And that, the baby can't do a hike yet, but
Sure.
we did jump on that trolley and got driven all around, and they pointed out a bunch of stuff we didn't know, gave us a bunch of new information.
Did they happen to tell you about, and again, sometimes there's darker history that sometimes lands don't like to get into, but did they tell the story in the past about the three brothers who were kidnapped by an archaeologist and tied up to tiki statues inside of a cave?
They didn't cover anything from the Brady Bunch trilogy in Waikiki.
Well, okay.
Missed opportunity.
So not worth the money is what you're saying.
Not conclusive. It wasn't 100% of the history.
Sure.
They were kind of just pointing out the things that maybe make people feel a little happier about being on the island. Not that terrible kidnapping.
Yes.
But I was reminded of that every time I went by the Sheraton. I was just like,
mm-hmm. It's where the Brady stayed.
Dude, okay, and this is what I have to say about this trip. This is like the thing that will stick out in my mind. I was witness to a real life, I promise you, I think they were con men doing a real, like, Better Call Saul style hustle.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 100%. Like, so I'm in the pool, and it's like a nice resort. We're staying in a nice place, the Moana Surf Rider, and I can understand why they think there would be like some big fish in there. And there's just two dudes who are pretending like they don't know each other.
Really?
And one guy's talking about this business opportunity he has with a boat to like do some kind of venture and get people off. And the other guy's like, oh my God, this sounds amazing. If I didn't just invest so much and have so much tied up in this other opportunity, I would jump on that right now. You're going to mint somebody millions of dollars.
Way.
This is a no-brainer. If I had the cash right now, if I was the type of person that had the cash right now, I would jump on this instantly. You just got to
This is a hustle.
You just got to let the right person know. And I was just like, this is Better Call Saul. This is Better Call Saul.
Oh my God. Was one of the men Bob Odenkirk?
Close. I mean, they were younger, but then I saw them walking around together later. Like, they were pretending, like, I don't know, they were in this pool that like only had families. Like, you don't hang out in this pool really if you're a grown up. It's like a little odd because there's just
it's not like high roller pool. Yeah.
No, there's just so many kids rolling around. So it's a lot of families, but there's just these two like 45-year-old dudes in there who were pretending, in my opinion, pretending they didn't know each other and just like talking about this unbelievable opportunity one of them can't take part in, but is going to make somebody millions. It was classic, Chip. I've never seen anything like that in real life. I felt like I was in the cold open of Hawaii 5-0 and somebody was going to like come falling out of a window or something.
Oh man, that's exciting. That's worth the trip right there.
It was
that little melodrama happen.
It was really great. And then I texted you this. I love eavesdropping. I love hearing people talk. And just there was like two 17-year-old kids who were just trying to figure out the world and obviously came from like a place of privilege.
Of course.
But
like
there was this young man and this young woman, and he was just like, that guy is a straight shooter. He says what he means. And she was like, what do you mean? And the kid's like, well, didn't he slap his son-in-law? And the woman's like, yeah, but they work in heavy machinery. And then the boy just like looked for a second and was like, oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
It was my favorite snippet I heard aside from the scam guys.
That's maybe that was some sort of heavy machinery scam.
It could have
like
been.
obviously this guy who works in heavy machinery is a little, off his off his rocker. He's slapping people around. Maybe it's my time to get into the heavy machinery company. I'm thinking that's the bigger swindle there.
Oh, and maybe they're working together, dude.
Maybe this was a jury duty situation and nobody on the island they were just all actors except for you.
I was the only person vacationing.
Including your wife and daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. I won't know until Prime Video puts it out then.
Yeah, we'll just wait and see.
All right, dude. Well, that was my trip. Thanks for hanging in there and listening to us talk about vacations,
so
baby. We love doing it, but it's time to get into Sunburnt news.
Sunburnt news. Let's make it happen.
All right, this isn't quite Sunburnt yet, but the first thing I want to talk about, Chip, the new season of Tires came out this week, buddy.
Yes, it is. Season 3.
You're in the season front and center, baby. Once again, returning as Kyle the Liar. We couldn't be prouder of you, buddy. Great job.
Thank you. Yeah, I just had another little scene, and it was. I could tell it was going to be a great. I got to read a couple of the scripts, and then of course being part of the one, I knew it was going to be great. And then just seeing it is, the first 2 seasons were great, but I mean, it's like really just becoming so much more of a world and like emotionally bound. So it's nice to be a part of it. It's a lot of fun,
and it's always super fun at the end, especially like when an episode's really good. And you get to the end of it, it says written by McKeever. Like, we've known McKeever for a long time. You a lot. We actually met through McKeever.
Yeah, we did.
And just super funny, talented dude. And in a world where nobody's getting to make comedies right now, for him to get to make the exact one he wants to with his buddies, pretty wild.
It's incredible.
They really, and very unlikely, too. Not because they weren't talented, not because of any of that stuff, just like such a hard path, and they stuck on it and like really made this dream scenario come true. And they put my buddy Chip Chantry in the product. What a bunch of good dudes.
And then I just did another show with Gerben. He's getting back into stand up, and I'm so excited for him. And so,
that's so funny.
He jumped on my show the other night in Philly, and so it was great.
And this season, I'm really starting to appreciate the Gerben too. I think like his character's like so well defined, and he's so good at those comedic scrambles, dude. Just where he just like is he's so good at looking like he does not know the next thing he's gonna say, and
that's
frantic.
That's a lot of what his stand up was like when he was doing that. It's like he's so funny that way.
It's funny, like not a lot of people have something that specific they can dig into. And it's definitely, maybe he's been doing it for a long time, but on the show, I see him really defining himself, and it's really fun to see.
Yeah, I think it's really starting to pop.
And then it's also bizarre. I know that you've known him for a long time, but like I don't know him at all. To see you with the biggest comedian on the planet just acting,
right? Yeah,
like it's kind of why. I mean, like to put it in context. I don't think when Adam Sandler was like in his heyday that he was setting world records for attendance at stand-up shows and stadiums.
Right. Yeah.
Like it really rose to a bizarre level, and it's just like I don't know. It's just so natural, but also if you think about it, so weird to just see my buddy like doing a scene with him on a TV show.
Yeah,
pretty
and
cool.
It's so funny too because sometimes I have to stop and think about it, and it's kind of weird because it is just Shane, and he is also like he's just such like a nice, just down to earth guy anyway. That like when you're there in the moment, it's just like, oh yeah, like boom, 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 and then you sit back and think about it, and you're like, yeah, he's like the biggest comedian in the world right now. It's wild.
Yeah, so I mean, like it's weird. Which one's the reality? It's like there's a fame.
I'll tell you what the reality is. It's those 2 businessmen in the pool at the Moana.
Actually,
that's the real reality of a great business venture.
I mean, should we like try and loop Shane in? I know he probably has a little. Maybe he has the type
capital.
of cash, but if he wants to make a ton of money with this boat this guy got,
I think there's only upside.
Yeah, it can only be good to introduce him to that kind of opportunity. Yes. But dude, so proud of you, buddy. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Another season of Tires under the belt. Your second run on Netflix, which is just unbelievable, dude.
Back at it, baby.
Really rad. But time to get into the Sunburnt news.
Let's make it happen.
First story that doesn't involve you, Chip. Mexico's Caribbean beaches got that BO, baby.
Yeah, they do.
They got that beach odor.
Mm-hmm.
They just turned brown and started smelling like a junior high football locker room, Chip. Have you heard about this? It's been taking over social media. But like the Mexican beaches like Cancun, Tulum, Riviera Maya, all have, what's it called? Sargassum. This seaweed is just prevalent, man. It's covering the beaches in thick, brown, gooey seaweed, and they all smell like rotten eggs.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. People are going there. They're paying like $400, $500, $700, $800 a night to stay at what are historically these pristine beaches, and they're just covered by this vile seaweed, dude.
I kind of love it. I grew up around seaweed up in Maine, and I think it's a little bit different. It smelled a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. But it just to see that these influencers come in and doing the thing, and then it just smells like old deviled eggs is pretty hilarious. I think it's great. But it's like, but that's part of the experience. If you want to be out there on the ocean, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life.
The facts of life. Well, let me tell you, dude, this has not been a facts of life for very long. Until roughly 2011, sargassum was not an issue.
Really?
But once The New Girl premiered on Fox in 2011, the blooms have grown annually and just gotten completely out of control this year. Apparently, this is the first time it's gotten out of control. They have spent millions trying to mitigate this problem. And like, you know, just the way things work, they spend millions mitigating this problem. That all gets passed back to the tourist infrastructure in some way, shape, or form, which eventually gets paid for by the tourists if they keep coming. But dude, people are not coming to Stink Beach.
No.
They're holding back. It really peaked in the last like couple of weeks too. Mm-hmm. From the satellite, you can see a 9,000 kilometer string of sargassum just floating in the ocean like a big old brown belt.
Wow.
And it shows no signs of slowing, buddy. It's pretty wild. And dude, when people are checking in, it's just like the hotel staff is having to apologize before they even get through the door.
Right.
And just so you know, the beaches are completely covered in this brown seaweed, and everything smells like eggs.
I see. Here's what you do. I think as a business, titan, you lean into it. You brand it.
How would you brand your seaside resort?
If my seaside resort is covered in just awful, foul-smelling seaweed, I would lean into it and make it part of the resort. I would even rename the resort. Like, just call it Rotten Egg Reef. Like, you can see that on a sign, right? You know, Sulphur Sunrise Shores. Like, you're like, okay, well, then they can't complain when they get there. It's like, it's in the name. Or if it's in Mexico, you want to make it a little bit more tropical, like Playa del Putrid. I think that'd be fun. You just make it like something I can see, like an arch, like it's just sort of just fun. Maybe some like, marine rope, like nautical, right? It just says like Sewer Sunrise Cove. Or just, hey, just like let them have it. Just call it Diaper Haven.
Diaper Haven.
And you're done.
Oh, yeah. Diaper Bay.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
You really get some of those. I don't know. Is that like a fetish traveler? Somebody who's craving that stink?
Maybe it's like or do you market to people who have lost their sense of smell?
Oh, that's nice.
You give them like a little bit of discount. They're like, yeah, we can stay right here. It doesn't bother us at all.
I think there are a surprising amount of people that have lost their sense of smell that might really...
That could be the target demographic. I think I just solved a big problem for them.
Exactly. Yeah, you're putting two pieces together that make sense here, buddy.
Yeah.
I actually also was able to put together, I did some thinking on my own. Sargassum smells like rotten eggs. That's bad, but we've identified the top 5 worst beach smells, Chip. Are you ready for it?
Lay them on me, Thomas.
Number 1 worst beach smell. Timeshare salesman flop sweat.
Yeah, because there's a visceral emotion going on with that one too. That just feels dark.
And it's so much more offensive on the beach because you just had to sit through this presentation to get your expensive stay brought down a little bit dollar-wise.
Absolutely.
But man, they're really trying to put you into some properties. And when it doesn't go well and it's hot and humid and tropical, that can be real funky, buddy.
Yes, it can.
Number 4, a sea lion cave that's been hit by cyclospora.
It's a rough one. That is a rough smell.
Sea lion caves are the worst smelling things on the planet. Those little guys, they're so cute. Actually, they're pretty scary, but they smell like absolute horse crap.
And like, I feel like just in a cave, like, I don't know if this is physically possible, but I just feel like it like the smell would echo somehow. I don't know how that's possible, but I think it would.
Number 3, if you're on a beach and Moby Dick's cleared sinus infection washes on shore, that is putrid, Chip.
Yeah, there she blows her nose. Yeah.
There she blows her nose, and it's funky like you couldn't believe. The number 2 worst smell you can have on the beach. This is very specific, but number 2, Captain Hook's very adult episode of Dr. Pimple Popper's Residue.
Yeah, that lingers. That lingers.
Yeah, I mean, these pirates, when they get their boils.
A pirate boil. Yeah, it's not a regular boil. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's scurvy in there.
Number 1, any beach near Discovery Channel's Shark Week.
Yeah, that Shark Week is that is a whole. I mean, it's 7 days of just a rough experience.
Sea sharks for 7 days.
It's like coffin flop, but yeah, it's
a whole week of programming.
People would watch it though. People would watch it.
Yeah, it does sound like a corncob TV original.
It really does.
Mexico. Good luck getting that gunk off your beach.
Yes.
All right, Chip. Next story, buddy.
Next story.
Chip, this one touches us all. It affects anybody who's ever stayed at a resort with a nice pool and scarce amounts of chairs. A video's going viral right now with over 100 tourists lining up at 6 a.m. to score their resort chair for the day, their poolside chair, and they are literally sprinting. Like it's a well-oiled machine. It's at this resort in Tenerife, which is, as we all know, the largest island in Spain's Canary Islands.
Sure, of course. We all know
and their
that.
number 1 in-demand island for tourism out there. And, dude, 6 a.m. sharp, people are lining up and breaking into a full sprint just to get their poolside chair for the day. It's pretty wild. Like, have you seen the video? Did you see a video of this going around?
I've seen these types of videos before, like on cruise ships. I think they do something similar. And it just vacation is about relaxation.
Yeah.
And about leisurely pace. Not waking up. Now, I did admit that I wake up at 5:30 some days to go watch the sun. But that's at my own literal leisure, and we stroll on the beach. This is not like elbowing people out of the way. Like, I want to go. I'll pay money to go to a place that I don't need to fight off other. Like, it's like I don't need a Black Friday themed resort. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to, even if it's not even the nicest place, I got my own space. Like, there is a chair where I will be able to sit.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go.
It's much more relaxing in places where they just have enough. Like, I'm thinking about like where this hat is from, the Fairmont Orchid in the Big Island of Hawaii. They got enough loungers, baby. It's not really a problem. You're going to be able to get one.
And then people are like eyeing you up when you're on there.
Yeah.
And then, so there's that pressure. It's like, I would rather go somewhere a little further away, maybe off the beaten path where I can just have my own chair and sit.
But at a lot of these resorts, dude, you're going to be dealing with it just because there is the issue of scarcity. And there's a couple different ways to handle it. Many places I've been, and I'm assuming where this 6 a.m. video was filmed, and it was multiple days. I saw it, and they had kind of like a Benny Hill theme song going on, and it was like slightly sped up, just like all these people running. When you put your towel down first thing in the morning, that means it's your chair for the day.
Right. You've claimed it.
You've claimed it for the day, which I think is the problem.
That's such a problem.
It's what causes the scarcity. Other places I've been, even if you have stuff there, if you haven't been in the chair in an hour, they'll kind of clear your stuff away and open it up for new people.
That is 100% the way they should do that everywhere.
Yeah.
And because it's just not fair. You're just holding on to something that nobody else can use, nobody else can enjoy. They've paid for it too. And you're going to sit there for an hour a day, but you want to save it for... No, that's not how... That's not how we do things on vacation, Thomas.
No, it's not how I like to do things on vacation. But yeah, I think number one, obviously, if a place is large enough, sprawling enough to have enough chairs for everybody, fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
The Fairmont Orchid, they might not all be poolside. Some of them might be like facing the ocean or whatever.
Oh, facing the ocean.
It's
what a
great.
hardship.
And it's just no big deal. You can leave your stuff there. Nobody's going to be let out, unless I'm sure it's like really, really high season or something like that.
Yes.
The other option, it just put that hour time limit on it. I dig the hour time limit, buddy.
Yeah, I think the hour time limit is great. If you're not there, boom. If you're using it all day, fine. That's great. That's wonderful. Even that I think is a little selfish, but yeah, if you want to plop yourself down at the pool all day, that's your right.
Do whatever you want with your time. You're on vacation.
Yeah. But don't take it away from other people.
Exactly.
If you're not using it. Yeah.
Exactly. If you're not using it. But if you are,
yes.
God bless. That's what it's there for. But like that's what it is. If you know that these chairs will turn over throughout the day, you don't need to do that rush in the morning. You can go over whenever you want. Maybe you have to wait a little bit, but sooner or later a chair will arrive and you'll get that pool time you've been craving, Chip.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, maybe a little lazy river. I don't know. I'm getting all kinds of relaxed.
I'm ready to go on vacation.
Yeah, dude. I do not need to be racing. A mother of three from Minnesota, trying to get 6 chairs for the morning at 6 a.m.
Not at all.
All right, buddy. Next story: celebrity memorabilia auction alert. Chip.
Boom.
The Colonel of Colonel Sanders. The Colonel Sanders.
Yes.
Personal stuff went on auction.
And I believe all of his stuff are literally in buckets, which I think is a nice touch.
It's fitting. Yeah, if you're going to brand an auction, you're going to have a hard time doing it better than putting Colonel Sanders stuff in a bucket, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
AP News is reporting that personal belongings of KFC founder Colonel Harlan Sanders went up for auction on July 31st, 2026. Just a few weeks ago. And any idea what the biggest sale was, Chip? What people would have wanted a Colonel Sanders and paid a pretty penny for?
I mean, I would think his bolo tie or whatever kind of tie that is.
That was up for sale, his original tie. It was one of the items, but it wasn't the most expensive. That item and also like the first cash register he ever had from one of his stores was also auctioned
that's historic.
off. But the number one, the biggest seller was $30,000 for his personal what do they call it? Planner. His daily planner from 1964. Handwritten, baby. The Colonel's chicken scratch.
And what was he doing, I wonder?
I bet the word chicken was written in there a bunch.
Imagine if it wasn't. What if he was just coming up with the greatest hamburger recipe ever?
Really did not want to be a chicken hold.
Not a chicken hole or a pigeon hole. Anywhere.
This is funny. I read about this. This planner was actually... the basis for a lawsuit that KFC filed in the early 2000s because allegedly he had written down a list of spices.
Oh, his secret spices.
So they sued, and then once in discovery, they got a peek at it, and they took a look at it, and it wasn't the chicken recipe. It was just like spices from something else. They're like, maybe it was for a stuffing or something he was kind of trying to concoct.
He was just freestyling.
Some other funny things about him. He didn't become a fast food millionaire until he was a senior citizen.
Really? I mean, yeah, you never see a young Colonel Sanders.
He was 73 years old when he sold the chicken chain and made his first million. He sold it for $2 million. And another thing, this is hilarious, he was famously unhappy. Even though his face is still on every bucket, he hated what they did with the food after he sold the restaurant, and publicly said their gravy tasted like wallpaper paste.
Imagine being Colonel Sanders, the guy in the bucket that sold it and then gave that horrific review.
It just wouldn't work today, Chip. Like with social media, if he was out there popping off tweets like Trump, just saying,
he'd have his own podcast. Yeah,
he would be podcasting. Yeah, you can't. You see, this is why you can't have a fake Colonel-based chicken chain restaurant anymore.
No,
because he wasn't a colonel, right? He wasn't in the military. They just called him Colonel.
I have no idea. I don't know how they do it down south. Maybe.
Do you care about celebrity memorabilia at all? Do you have anything?
I don't think I do. I wish I did, but I don't think I do own anything. How about you?
I do. Like, sometimes people give me comedy stuff. Like, I think it's like, in Hollywood a little more common that people give each other like gifts, and since nobody really knows anybody, they give them things they think they might like, and I'm a comedy guy. But our shared friend Aaron Rice, who we've both worked with,
of course.
1 year for the holidays, he gave me a referee jersey.
That's nice.
That belonged to one Bob Zamuda.
Wow. This is a wrestling referee jersey then.
Wrestling referee. So Andy Kaufman would do that bit where he would go around to comedy clubs and wrestle women.
Uh-huh.
And when he would do it, Bob would pop out wearing this referee jersey. And Aaron bought me like the jersey that Bob would wear.
That's
when
incredible.
He goes around. So like it used to be hanging up in my office, and then we did a move, and now it's in safekeeping until I figure out a nice place to put it. But that's fun. He also is part of like the auction that he got it from, because it was an Andy Kaufman auction. He got me the shoe lifts that Bob would wear when he played Tony Clifton, because
to get to Kaufman height. So
they wanted to get them to the exact same height. They tried to make it as realistic as possible, that it would be that it was the same guy. So
that's incredible.
That it was like one of the most interesting gifts I ever got.
Of course, Aaron Rice.
Huzzah. Yeah, Aaron Rice coming through.
Yeah,
really, really fun gift.
Were there any herbs and spices written on the inside of that referee jersey?
Chip, that's a legal case I can't talk about right now.
Great.
All right, Chip. Next story. It's time for a tropical snack story, Chip.
Okay.
The rarest of all tropical stories. We've never had one before, but yummy, yummy, yummy.
Get it in my tummy. Tell me about it.
New York Post is reporting that Kool-Aid pineapple spears have exploded into the viral summer treat of 2026. It is fresh pineapple spears, cut up, still juicy on the outside, and then coated in a dry Kool-Aid powder.
Oh, dried Kool-Aid powder. That is fun. Like I see that down like in the Italian market in Philadelphia, and like it's a Mexican market too. It's like there's a lot of like those spices that they put on there. Yeah, okay.
They'll do spicy, but this is a little sugary hit.
Yeah.
And it also has a little bit of tartness to it, but the kids are just going nuts for it. I can only imagine the bowel movements are just a rainbow.
It's like a Tulum beach is what it is.
When you're having a party, when you're having people over, you want to make a nice snack. I think the last thing in the world you need is like Kool-Aid fingerprints all over everything.
Oh, of course. It's like giving kids Cheetos.
Pineapple tastes pretty great all by itself.
Yes.
Do we need Kool-Aid, Chip?
It feels like a hat on a hat. But maybe it must be great, though. It must be great.
It seems good. I think it looks good, too. That's why it's part of this TikTok trend. You really get some funky colors, but apparently it's got a little bit of tartness to it, too, because the powder itself isn't sweetened.
That's fun.
If I had enough friends to throw a party, dude.
If I had a hammer.
I'd probably put out some treats like that.
Yeah, you would. We'll get you some friends someday, Thomas.
When you have people over, do you got a snack that you're known for, Chip? Do you put anything out there?
No, we're not real big. Because I'm not that big cook at all. So it would be something purchased. Yeah. I will say this. Tomato pie. That's like the big thing. I would buy tomato pie and have that. Like
a pizza?
Yes and no. So I think tomato pie is kind of a Philadelphia area thing. It's okay. Picture it's very pizza adjacent. It's cold. Okay. So you're familiar with Sicilian pizza, right?
It's just like thin crust.
No, like the thick square.
Oh, all right.
It's rectangular generally, and you get rectangular pieces, and it's dough. It's generally a little thick, nice thick crust, and a little chewy, and then it's usually like a really nice kind of sweet tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Pretty much no cheese on it. Every once in a while, somebody might sprinkle a little bit of cheese on it, but it's basically just the dough and the sauce, and it's cold, and it is delicious.
That's great, because you're not a cheese daddy.
Not a cheese guy. Although, I do love mozzarella, so I'll have that.
Dude, I'm known for my French onion dip and Ruffles, dude. Just one of the best flavor combos on the planet.
Look at you. I like it.
And it's literally just a packet of Lipton's French onion soup,
Yeah.
like powder that you like would put water in or whatever. You
Right.
dump that into 16 ounces of sour cream.
Yeah.
And let it sit, like mix it together, let it sit for an hour or two.
Boom.
Pull it out, dip some Ruffles in there, dude. It's addicting.
Yeah.
It is absolutely addicting. That's my
Love
go-to snack if
Love
I'm
it.
having people over. And the fingays, no colors.
Yeah.
You know, people aren't going to make your house a mess.
No.
All right, Chip. This is the big one. It is wild. It is weird. It is tropical. We teased it. A honeymooner in the U.S. Virgin Islands is going viral for allegedly trying to kick locals off the public beach in front of her vacation rental, dude. There's a video of it. It's very confrontational. She's like, you need to get out of here. This is my private beach. And the local is steadfast. She doesn't need to go anywhere, Chip.
Right.
And this is all alleged. This is all alleged.
Of course.
What do we think about this type of entitlement?
It goes back to the saving of the beach chairs.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's mine and I want everything and everybody else has to go away. And I want it's a local, and the whole get off my property thing. Like if they're being a nuisance, if they're being, loud, maybe littering or whatever it might be, or causing trouble. But I think people just have this idea that they just own the earth. And I think we all need to coexist a little bit more. I've seen those bumper stickers.
Yeah.
Again, it's like, I think for better or worse, everything's being recorded these days. So you see this confrontation of two people not in their best states, and it's frustrating if it's your private beach, but it just I feel like beaches should not be private.
Well, let me peel back this piece of the onion. It's
Okay.
funny that you
This
say
onion
the beaches.
dip. Go ahead.
This onion dip. That beaches should not be private. Under public territory law in the U.S. Virgin Islands, all beaches are public.
Boom.
So this woman is going out there and telling somebody. It's like kind of planting your flag, putting some stakes in the sand and being like, this is mine.
Right, this is my ocean here.
This is my ocean here. You can't use this piece of beach. But guess what? It's a public beach, dude. She's making up
Yeah.
that it's a public beach. How do we feel about it now? Is this Caribbean Karen really stirring up some trouble?
Right. Yeah, so she's misinformed, or she's lying, and so she's the one that's right. Anybody can be on the beach. It's like, to a certain extent, okay. When I go to a place, I try to trust the locals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to go with the flow with what's happening there, rather than saying, planting my flag and saying, everybody else out, I'm in charge now because I've arrived.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think there's a tremendous amount of entitlement until we peel back one more layer.
It's this story has twists and turns.
So what if this woman booked the villa on a website that claimed that she was paying an astronomical price to have a private beach?
See, now we're kicking it upstairs.
Yep.
This is the landlord. This is his fault, his or her fault, because now this woman is sort of put in the middle. Yeah. I wouldn't yell about the private beach, but B, it's like she paid the money. She's being duped by somebody, I'm sure, with a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. I think they're doing well. And this is all allegedly. We don't know that any of this happened, but it is like kind of something that's been happening. And this woman, she went, she's on her honeymoon. This is the big trip she's taking of her lifetime. And she booked a secluded beach villa for a huge price to spend time one-on-one with her now husband. And then there's a bunch of people out there making noise on what she has paid for to be a quiet, secluded area.
I think there is litigation worthy here. She should be getting, again, allegedly, if this is how it went down, I think she's entitled to all or some of her money back for false advertising. And this guy could easily be sued for this.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know. We're not lawyers.
No.
But it does feel right what you're saying, if this is in fact what happened. So now we're in a situation where it's just like the local is definitely not wrong. But this woman, like the frustration is kind of understandable if viewed through a certain lens. And it really is the third party that might be stirring up all the trouble, dude.
He's not getting his or her hands dirty. They're not in the video, but they're making everybody else agitated.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's just like these videos, dude. I don't need all the aggression.
No.
Like if there's a confrontation on a private beach halfway around the world, I don't need to see it and get fired up.
No. As you're trying to go to sleep at night.
Bad gas travels fast, as Letterkenny says. And, dude, we're not supposed to know the bad things that are happening halfway around the world.
Our brain can't hold all of that information.
We're only supposed to know 30 people, period.
Yeah. Our little tribe.
If we're drinking in all the negative stuff from around the planet, we're going to think the world's kind of a weird place. We're going to think vacations are weird. We're going to think a lot of things are weird. The world's not that weird. Most people are good.
It's not a vampire, guys. The world is not a vampire.
No, and it's not 1968. Is that another Smashing Pumpkins song?
1979.
1979. Yeah. It's not 1979.
No,
I'm gonna edit that so it looks like I knew my Smashing Pumpkins.
Billy Corgan is wrong about all of this.
He's the one with the long flowing hair.
The exact opposite.
Oh boy, I need to figure out what's going on here.
You need to smash some pumpkins.
Smash some pumpkins. The world's a great place. Get out there and travel. Don't be a ding dong. Be very nice. Respect the locals. Be a responsible traveler. And we can all have a great time. There's enough hurricanes out there to cause disruptions for all of us. Let's just have a good time, Chip. Do you want to have a good time?
I want to have a great time.
All right, then let's put an end to it, dude. That's the end of Sunburnt News.
Sunburnt News.
All right, we're going to take the quickest stop in Hypochondriac Corner. I read an article last week about a lung condition caused by a certain type of countertop, Chip.
That doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right at all, but it was enough to spook me. I don't remember what type of countertop it is. I don't know what type of countertop I have. And it said that this condition was strong enough that some people were having to have lung transplants in California.
Oh, my God.
Hundreds of people, Chip.
Again, information that you shouldn't have in your head.
I've been having just all summer, I don't know if it's allergies or whatever. I've been having a little gunk in the lungs. Just seeing that headline and then reading the paragraph underneath it and then moving on with my day, I've returned to this thought many, many times that maybe I have bad countertops that are giving me gunk in my lung disease, which may result in me needing a lung transplant, which brings me to my next point. You using both your lungs?
Yeah, just take the one. Come on.
All right, that's it. The Sunburnt podcast can go even if I have this lung gunk because Chip's going to give me a lung.
Yeah.
You saw it. Verbal contracts are binding
Right
in
there.
Pennsylvania and California, and we've got a deal, buddy. All right, it's time to celebrate the man.
Yes,
it's time
it
for
is.
Buffett Facts, Chip.
Buffet facts, buddy.
Buffet Facts. Dude, Chip, hit me with your Buffett Fact this week.
Jimmy Buffett couldn't dunk a basketball, but he could put salt on the rim.
That is one of my favorites, Chip. That's great.
There we go. How about you, Thomas?
Jimmy Buffett embraced life's imperfections. He knew that bad weather made for great stories.
I want that embroidered on a pillow.
I think we need to get more into embroidering. Like, we don't have a ton of merch.
Yeah. I think we hand embroider T-shirts, hats, apparel. I'm into it.
Do you guys want something embroidered by the Sunburnt Boys?
Yeah.
Is that something you're looking for? Is that on your holiday list? Let us know, because if it is, we will learn to embroider before this year's winter holidays.
Boom. I think it's, yeah.
Definitely before the winter solstice for our Wiccan friends.
I'm going on YouTube right after this episode. I'm going to learn how to embroider.
That's it for Buffett Facts, and that is it for this edition of the Sunburnt Podcast. We got into it. We went a little long with some of our exciting, to us at least, tropical beach travels.
This was the episode because we were away. We haven't seen each other.
I know.
We have business to do, but we have pleasure to take care of, Thomas.
We have pleasure to take care of.
To cover that pleasure.
And I will say, this is something that I'm very excited about. I've never done this before. I bought a couple extra floats, buddy. I brought them home. I'm sending one to you.
Wait.
I'm sending you a float, baby.
Kim is going to go wild. She's going to go wild. Thank you.
They might even make their way into the set, buddy.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, dude. It might be nice. It might be nice.
And by the way, I should say this. You got me that really nice thing from Hawaii when I was in Ocean City. Coming very soon, you will have an airbrushed T-shirt of LeBron James in a Sixers jersey.
Whoa!
Those are the fancy things that you'll see in Ocean City, New Jersey.
Yeah, that's very nice, dude. That's got touches of what was it called? The Jersey Shore.
It's exactly. Yep.
Yeah. All right, buddy. This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. Until next time, stay burnt. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. With whom am I speaking?
This is Thomas O'Brien.
Thomas, I'm going to need the name of your supervisor immediately.
Why? Is something wrong, Mr. Chantry?
Oh, no. I'm just writing an article entitled Titans of Hotel Management, and I'd like to interview he or she.
What are you writing the article for?
For the love of the game.
Hit us with the pitch for Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise.
Last year, Thomas dragged me out to Waikiki, Honolulu, for Thanksgiving. Me and the missus came out, and I performed at the Blue Note Jazz Club the night before Thanksgiving. Had a blast at the show. One of the most fun shows of 2025 for me. And then we just spent the week in Hawaii. My first time, my wife's first time. It was just an incredible life experience. And we are going back this year, this time Thanksgiving night, Thursday, November 26th. I'm doing the Blue Note again, coming back, and we are spending the week in Hawaii.
Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise. It's our favorite thing. It's the thing we're putting together, but it's also a whole week of just hanging out with the burnt ones. We're going to have beach hangs. We're going to be doing a 5K. We're going to be doing an excursion day where we do a couple of things if people want to join us.
We're going to be floating.
We're going to be doing all the floats. We are floating in the intro to this podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, or listening to it, when we are doing the intro, we are floating in Waikiki on some little boats, having the time of our life. We did it right before last year's Thanksgiving, and that could be you.
I want to say this from somebody from the East Coast who, you know, at the beginning, Thomas, this was like you had been to Hawaii many times. You really orchestrated the logistics of it, and you know, I was kind of nervous, like going out there. Like, is my comedy going to play out there? Am I going to? Of course, I thought I was going to quote unquote enjoy Hawaii, you know, because it's Hawaii, but it's like, okay, it's a beach. I can literally drive an hour to the beach here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I was like, let me go experience it. And like, it was literally life changing, and can't wait to get back. It's a completely different planet, like that. You feel like you're on, but it still feels homey at the same time, which is so weird. And it's there. There was like so many just moments where I was just like, this is the most relaxed I've ever felt.
Yeah.
And just the most beautiful things I've ever seen, the most fun I've ever had. So I want some new people. We already have some new people coming this year, but I want some even more people to like experience, because like I think you got to see it through me and my wife's eyes, because we're just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then now we're going to get to see it through other people's eyes, like how incredible it is out there. And it's like you have some time off for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Take a couple more days, and come on out, man. It's I'm psyched.
Tickets, by the way, BlueNoteHawaii.com or SunburntPodcast.com, and you can find the ticket section there. Those are the two places that we know of where you can get the tickets without going through resellers.
119 days. Talk to the boss. Get your time off. Make plans with the family. You're gonna see him at Christmas.
Yeah.
I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving at home, but this was one of the most memorable, beautiful Thanksgivings I've ever had. So come join us for that.